Today I'm going to talk about 5 tools that is all you need for tying the majority of your trout and salmon flies. So the first tool I have to talk about is scissors. Okay, and it's very important to get a good pair of scissors, or possibly 2 if you can, but ensure that you have a fine point and look after your scissors. You know, if they fall on the floor a few times, sharpen them or look for another pair. Essential and something that you can't get away without. Another one is getting yourself a really good bobbin. So I have probably 15-20 bobbins at the desk here, but I actually use this one almost exclusively. So much so that I even changed the thread on this one because I find it very useful. I think this is a Griffin one. I can't remember. I got it from Pat Nolan at Premier England. It has a lifetime warranty, and at the time it cost about €20, but absolutely deadly. I've been using a few bobbins over the years, even the ceramic ones, the cheap ceramic ones. They all cut your line, they all cause frustration, and they all cost you time. So invest in a good one, and you'll only need 1 or 2 if you want to use it for like the floss heads. Another one, an essential for trout and salmon, is your hair stacker. So again, if you're tying the likes of cascade flies, you can do that by hand, but hair stacker will save a lot more time, make it look a lot more neater, and reduce the wastage as well around the fly tying desk. Again, this one, a hair stacker is a hair stacker. You can pay £50 for one, or you can pay a £5 for one. This one's a cheap one. It does exactly what is needed, and I'll be lost about it. Okay, so another tool that not many people would use at a table, but I have and use quite regularly, is a good pair of tweezers. Really good for whenever you're taking out small bits of feather or fur whenever you're trying to create a neater fly. An example of this would be if I was tying a willy gun, for example, and I noticed that one of the bucktail fibres was pointing the other way. If I was to go into my fingers, I could display the whole tail and ruin the fly. So what I can do is I can go in with tweezers and just manipulate it and take out a hair here and there. So it's really good, and it creates neat heads as well. And then last but not least is your whip finish tool. So I can whip finish by hand. Whenever I first started fly tying, I wasn't able to whip finish for a while, so I was using a half hitch 3 times. Again, not as neat, but it worked. But I do use whip finish now quite regularly. I use it whenever I'm pausing flies to change threads. I use it to finish off flies, but it's an essential tool. All the other tools, I find you might use them here and there once or twice a year. Like, for example, I have hackle pliers here just for demonstration. I would use those really for probably pomered hackles, and that's about it. I don't use them whenever I'm tying on hackles. There's hackle guards, there's bobbin threaders, and all stuff that's nice to have, but you don't really need it, and it takes up more space. So again, just to reiterate, the 5 tools that you need if you're starting out and you're thinking of buying, this is the ones you need: is your bobbin, your scissors, your tweezers, your hair stacker, and your whip finish tool. Everything else can wait. Hopefully you found that useful, folks. This video came about by somebody requesting what tools would be needed to start fly tying. So if you have any other suggestions or comments, please write them below. Until next time, thanks very much. All the best.